It's time for another random double feature of unboxing. Today we are opening up the Steelbook limited edition of the Precinct on the Xbox Series X, as well as the Deluxe Legacy edition of Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered on the PS5. Let's check these out. Alright, so we'll start off with the Precinct. If you don't know what this game is, it is basically a reinterpretation of the old school GTAs, like GTA 1 and 2, but you play as a cop, which is interesting. I got this mostly on the recommendation of Easy Gamer, so shout out to Easy. That's cool looking Steelbook, I will say. It's also purple, which is definitely different. And it has the Xbox sticker on the actual Steelbook, which tells me that there's an actual game in the Steelbook. Huzzah! I have a sneaking suspicion the next game might not have the Steelbook, the game in the Steelbook, but maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. That's been a weird trend I've noticed lately with a lot of these Steelbook games, is the game isn't even in the Steelbook, it's in a normal case. So like, I appreciate that companies are now giving you the original case as well as the Steelbook, but we want to be able to put the game in the Steelbook, isn't that the point? So anyway, here's the Steelbook of the Precinct. It looks pretty cool. It does have the game in it. There's that. We have a digital soundtrack CD thing. There's a code on the back where you can redeem the soundtrack. I'm not going to show that. It also has a manual and a poster. Let's pull the poster out. There's not much to that. There is some inner art. I can pull the disc out so you can kind of see the inner art of the case. That's pretty cool. I like that. So they did a nice job with this one. It definitely has a premium feel to it. Okay, so let's check out this poster. It's actually softer material than you think it would be. And it looks like it's just a map of the city. So there you go. Pretty cool. Is that like a crazy special edition? No. But here's the thing. I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe this limited edition was like $5 more than the regular. So I believe the standard edition was $35 and the Steelbook was $40. So for $5, I think it's worth it to get the Steelbook alone, but you also get the soundtrack and the map. So I don't know. I think it's worth it if you can still find this, but pretty cool. So that's the Precinct. But now let's get to the more exciting one, which is Soul Reaver. Now this is a PS1 era franchise made by Crystal Dynamics before they made Tomb Raider, and it was made by Aspyr, the publisher / developer who remasters a lot of Star Wars games. All right, so we got some stuff. We'll start off with the Soul Reaver art book. It's a video game art book. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about these, but there's a bajillion of them. If you are a game collector, you have a bajillion of those for sure. I will say though, it is kind of cool though that the case has the art book up front, so it can look like that. That's kind of neat actually, because this is actually a hole in the case, so you can cover the cover of the game. All right, then here is the actual game. Oh dang! Wow. Okay, Amazon. Look at that. Look at the damage on that. The cover of my actual game is messed up. That's crazy. Yeah, and the seal's broken as well. I mean, I might as well open it. I was gonna do that anyway, but that's wild. That's wild. Nothing special in the actual case, just the disc. No inner art, anything like that. Yeah, that pisses me off, man. Like, look at that damage. That's crazy. All right, other stuff. I might have to return this, actually. Holy crap. Look at that. Wow. The Steelbook is damaged. Yeah, like, it's coming off the hinges. That's crazy. It's a shame. It's cool looking Steelbook, too. What did you do, Amazon? That's wild. And then here's the soundtrack. That's probably fine. Yeah, it's 2 CDs and a thing. Wow, that's the first time I've seen a special edition come that banged up. If it was just the game case being a little dinged up, I could forgive that, but the Steelbook being this damaged, like, that's not forgivable. So I'm most likely gonna have to return this to Amazon to get a new one, because holy crap, like, look at that. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. That's the worst I've ever seen a game from Amazon come, worst condition I've ever seen it come in. So, and that's for a brand new game too, that literally came out today. So, wild. But yeah. Hey everybody, it's me from the future. Just wanted to clarify before everyone crucifies me in the comments about, oh, you could just easily return it to Amazon. I did. I returned it. Amazon's return process is very, very simple. If you don't already know, I literally just explained the situation. They sent me a replacement 2 days later. So at least Amazon's replacement system was good. The replacement came in some perfect condition. Everything is fine. Still sucks that my initial game was messed up, but it's not the end of the world because I got a replacement that is in completely perfect condition. So just wanted to mention that before we get to the wrap up. That's going to do it for this unboxing. I know it turned into a wine fest basically, but I mean, come on, can you blame me? Like, my game came damaged. The case came damaged. The Steelbook, which is one of the big selling points of this special edition, is completely ruined. Like, it's just not okay. So, sorry if you don't like that, but I mean, I just like to be honest. So, anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. And I will see you on the next episode of Unboxing. Bye-bye.